Okay, so now we're recording. Yeah. I had to ask you for permission to record, and then I'm gonna get my mic out back now that I don't have my cigar on me right now. I can probably talk a little bit better. Um so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back through that. So okay, let me turn my microphone down a little bit so that's not like all in y'all's mouth and shit. Yeah. So what he's doing right now is he's saving all of the PRO confirmation. PROs are what's going on? Yeah, you gotta name it. No, Gutter Boy, what are you
I already
doing?
did. I
What's
already
it?
named
You
it and
did?
saved it in the file. Yeah.
Okay. You name it something you can remember it, or is it named screenshot
It's
slash
it's
one one
got
two point?
screenies. Screenies.
Not the
I
folder.
can't forget that.
Not the folder.
That's the name of the folder.
Not the folder.
What? Okay.
Take a deep breath.
You talking about
Listen to what I'm saying.
the name of the thing.
Of
I
the
got you.
file
I
within the
got you.
folder. You see how it says screenshot all this long name? See, you're steady double clicking that screenies. Go to the right and then right click on that. The words. No, get
Yeah, I'm finna pull this folder onto the desktop so that I can operate it. And I have to go and find it and locate it all over the place. It's already inside that folder. It's out the way.
yeah. So good file management is what we're working on here. Um I know it's a small thing, just the whole screenshot thing, just to kind of screenshot and put it into a file. It seems like a lot because you're learning how to really to do it for the first time on that computer, but you'll get to the point where you can start doing it consistently um, for each important little thing. Yeah, right click on that, and it's just a whole bunch of numbers. You really should have named it what the confirmation number was, but you still
Okay.
got time because I don't think that screen deleted yet, or you should be able to see it. Bruh, whenever I get my Mac set up, because I'm
Mhm.
on my laptop right now. I'm gonna let you handle that right there while I'm gonna talk to the people. When I get my Mac set up, I'll be able to get that monitor, and I'll be able to actually see. Um, I'll be able to see a whole lot more. This laptop I'm working on is small. The camera's small. Also, whenever I get my Mac, I'll be able to connect my Canon. I have a really nice Canon camera, and I'll be able to connect that. But there's a few things that you need. I have the cable, but I need what they call a dummy battery, and I'm going to order one. And a
Mm.
dummy battery basically is the battery that you put into your camera, but then you plug that. It has a wire to it. Yep. And you take that wire. You can't you can't highlight it from there. Work ID, not the work ID. Even the name of the work ID.
This the Oh, that's not the one.
I don't think that's the confirmation number. I
That was
think
the number that you said that for me to count.
yeah, it's okay. Let's just go
That
back.
was the number.
Yeah, and see the problem is, can you scroll up a little bit just from this area,
This
or
is the
that's
top of the
that's as
page.
high as it'll go?
Yeah, that's the top of the page.
Oh well, yeah. I guess you can name it
Share
you can name
as
it stiff arm and then copy that in there. Yeah, stiff arm and then copy
okay.
that number and then after it. So that's what you could probably start naming them stiff arm and then that number, and then we just kind of move on. Often things are normally the most difficult the first time you do them. But
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I can't believe we weren't recording earlier.
It won't.
Now I know how it actually works. I had to get
It
confirmation.
won't let me put it. It won't let me put the numbers in there for some
Here,
reason. Hold on.
when you right click, does it give you an option to rename? Or yeah, you can kind of do it like that. Yeah, delete that. Yeah, and delete the word confirmation. Don't click out of it until you delete the word confirmation.
Okay.
Good, good, great. Um, so GuttaDaGr8, his name is he's out of Clarksville, Tennessee. His name used to be La Gutter Boy, and La Gutter Boy was the first artist that I produced in Clarksville, Tennessee. That album spread like wildfire. Everybody wanted to know how we did it, what we were doing, what's really going on. And now Lil Gutter Boy, his moniker is Gutter the Great, and he is um he's on his big boy shit. He's on his boss shit. So he is actually uploading all of his music to the PROs, the performance rights organizations like ASCAP and BMI. Um, and he's going to sell sync licensing, and you're gonna be able to hear his music on commercials, on movies, um, overseas. It's going to be attached to a lot of different things, and then at that point, that's whenever you get credits and royalties. And so, uh, those credits and royalties will be sent to Gutter Boy's bank account. And that is how the publishing game is played. And once you get all of your catalog together at some point in the future, as you built your catalog, you can sell your catalog. Guys are selling their catalogs for millions of dollars now. I think Rick Ross just sold a bunch of his catalog music. I think it started out with Michael Jackson. He was buying the Beatles, and he was buying other folks' too, but they don't talk about that. But the publishing game, if you can get enough money, you can kind of buy them out. That means you can own that sample, and um, every time that sample is played, you get paid. So,
Mm-hmm.
Soulfly baby, yes sir. See, now he knows what he's on. Boom, boom. You can just kind of fly through and just kind of show you guys what it looks like when you're adding your information. Um, the information that you're getting from, say, there's a section on here. Go to go to the great. There's a section on here. I believe that you're putting in some type of some numbers or something like that. Uh,
The RC.
yeah, yeah. Could you explain to them what that is a little bit?
So, all right, that's the code that every number, basically every song generates the code when you put it into the actual pool of, like when you streaming and things of that nature to give you like a ID number, so to speak. That way, everybody trying, take your music, they have a way to go back and trace it that this was your actual work or whatever. And also, um, it just basically identifies everything so that you can say be able to claim your rights, and it also is connected to your name and the composer, everybody that's get the rights for that actual song.
Yeah, that's really good explanation. Seriously, and that's a really good basic understanding of it, because publishing can be complex. It can be complex. I used to, when I lived in Nashville and I worked in Nashville, I would often I had good buddies and good friends that actually worked at the ASCAP next door, and they said that all the artists, Snoop Dogg, um, the Brat, they said they would hear from them on the regular, asking if they
Mm,
can go through and see if there's uh any funding that's necessary, funding that they could get, and the PROs would go through and they'd write them a check, send it on to them.
mm,
Even though I believe her name is Chauncey, uh, you know, you might only get like 0.09 or 0.28 or something like that percent. You lucky if you get like 0.3, it'd be 30 cents, but it's like 0.03. per time it's played, but that all adds up. And you got guys like you said, like Snoop Dogg, and he's constantly played all the time, everywhere, and that adds up. And it adds up to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and the big boys, the ones who are on the radio getting the spins. Those are who really get the publishing money. The ones who are synced to, say, like a Pixar movie, um,
Mm.
or okay, look, remember Justin Timberlake did a lot of the syncing with what was that Trolls movie? You know
Mm.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I know that he
Can't
was
stop the
he. I didn't
feeling.
notice. Yeah, I didn't never honestly didn't know that was him singing that.
Yeah, I can't stop
That's
the
crazy.
feeling. I just dance, 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 dance.
Sure
It's
enough, it is his
it's
song.
situations like that, and you see how big it blew up. It was like super big, and Justin Timberlake, and he's just big anyways. And then uh the movie Trolls, and every time it gets played, every commercial, they would put the campaign commercial on for uh 29, 30 times a day for 6 weeks before the
Mm.
movie came out. You imagine how many times he gets paid for that? Um,
Man.
all that. So it's a lot of. It's not just Justin Timberlake is a very small example. Um, sync licensing is, like I said, been going on for a long time. Guys like Elvis Presley, they're making tons of money. Michael Jackson's songs are still getting played in your favorite commercials and stuff like that, because what those advertisers are doing is they're connecting it to a feeling. That's why the Chevy was like a rock, you know.
Mm.
Uh, and whenever you're listening to your next commercial, I don't watch too much TV, and but whenever you're listening to it, see if they're normally using like older songs that come back from like the 80s and 90s. You know,
Mm.
uh,
That's one of the best, most film was out there. If you ask me,
yeah,
it's my favorite era.
it connects an emotion to it, and that's basically what you want to do. What part we at right now? We looking at titles, okay.
This is complete.
Go to the great. So this
Thank
is
God.
basically like a little rough course. We've got less than a minute. We're gonna get off here. Y'all hit like, check out Gutter the Greats music, and we appreciate y'all checking in